The plan provides a set of predefined graphic overrides. If needed, I can easily customize these overrides according to my own specific requirements. Now I will show you an example of exactly how to create, entirely from scratch, a brand new graphic override. This override will analyze each and every time all of the walls that possess certain specific values in terms of their fire resistance. Once we have defined the rules, we can also assign all the graphic information so that each time we get walls colored orange, red, or green. But let's see everything directly inside Alplan. Here I am inside Alplan. Within Alplan, I have assigned to each layer of my walls the fire resistance information using a custom attribute that allows me to select each time 60 minutes, 90 minutes, or not required. I remind you that through the object palette, you can immediately check all the components that have the attribute you're interested in, and therefore identify, for example, that I have 79 walls with the 60-minute information. Let's recall the definitions. Let's recall the graphic override. And at this point, let's go ahead and add a new set. We assign the generic name Fire, then click on Add. Step 1. I need to define the rule, so thank you. I tell it that I want to analyze only wall objects. Then I want to link this information with an attribute, the one I customized and called Fire Resistance. And at this point, I will assign a value to that fire resistance, such as 60 minutes. Once this operation is done, I need to focus on the representation style. For example, I could assign it color 8, an orange color, and maybe a slightly lighter shade of orange like this. Potentially, I could also use pen thickness and line type. Let's add a second combination. Now, to avoid repeating the previous steps, it's enough to simply copy and paste and just change 60 minutes to 90 minutes. So let's assign some additional color shades for the line and the fill, and then add one last rule. Again, we just copy and paste, simply changing the value so it's not required. This way, the process remains simple and efficient. In this case, we are using a color gradient that is primarily based on the color green. So you might want to choose a darker shade of green for the line and then select a slightly lighter green for the fill. Okay, at this point, let's go ahead and move over to the status bar, select the override fire chart, and then immediately all of my walls that contain that information are clearly marked and highlighted with the corresponding colors.